Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. And if you're a new friend, hi, my name is Patricia from Stitches by Pati, and I'm a crocheter, pattern designer, and I also make really cute beaded stitch markers. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, keep watching. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a bunch of projects that I think are market prep friendly, and I'm also going to share some scrap yarn projects that if you have those pesky small tiny skeins of yarn, you can totally use them on this. I have about 10 patterns that I actually recorded how long it takes me, the amount of grams of yarn or yards of yarn that you need, and we will get into all of that right now. The first pattern I'm going to mention is the scrappiest project of all, and it is this tiny turtle from Mel's Crochet Creations. It is so small. I actually have a whole box of turtles and turtle shells because I love taking them to my markets. This one's made in Sweet Snuggles Light and this one is in Parfait Chunky. These turtles take me under 10 minutes to make. They only required 8 yards total of yarn, so 4 and 4 of each color, and that is only 6 grams of yarn. So if you guys have those pesky little tiny balls of yarn that you don't know what to do with, this is the perfect project for you. Another super market friendly and scrap yarn worthy market make are these starfish from Chez du Coton. I will have everything on the screen here, including the time, the pattern designer, and all that stuff. These are so adorable. I absolutely love these stars. They are no sewing required. I know some starfish you do need to sew, but these do not, and I absolutely love them. I have 6 here and I have a few more tucked away for my market, but these starfish take me about 12 minutes to make. You need 12 grams of yarn, and which is about 11 yards, and I base these measurements off of Sweet Snuggles Light. Super cute, super tiny. It's a perfect item that you can place at a lower price point, and I feel like these go by really quick. Any small item usually flies off the shelves for me. This is going to be the first time I'm using this for a market, but I'm absolutely in love with them and I wanted to share. The next pattern I have on my list is also a no-sewn pattern, and you guys have seen me make these before. This is Petunia the Piglet. I absolutely love this pattern. It's from Meg Makes Patterns on Etsy, and her Instagram is Meg Makes Crochet. Super cute and tiny pig. I love her so much. This one is not as quick as the 2 patterns I mentioned before. However, it is still perfect for your market. It takes under half an hour to make, and of course you can make an all pink piggy. I just really like the mud covered piglet look, and it's so cute. I love this. I used Big Twist Baby Bear for the pink, and the brown is Parfait Chunky. Super cute, super chunky, and I love her. These always do super well at my markets. Every time I bring these, they all sell out that day. And this pattern took me about 27 minutes to make. It takes a total of 24 grams of yarn or 31 yards. I used 17 grams or 21 yards of the pink, and then I used 7 grams or 10 yards of the brown, and I think it turned out super cute. This is one of my favorite patterns. Anything that I show you guys in this video, I have made before. I love making them, and they are a staple to my markets. I don't always make everything at the same time to bring to my market, but these patterns I tend to gravitate towards when I am market prepping. Another pattern that you guys have seen me talk about quite a bit when I market prep is Finnegan the Frog. This is a no-sew frog pattern for my friend Addison, or Murphy Crochets on Instagram, and you guys can see I have a whole bunch of frogs. I made a purple one just because, and yeah, aren't they adorable? They're super quick to make. Let me tell you guys how long it takes me to make them. I make these in under 14 minutes, and they take a total of about 12 yards. The white you really don't need a lot of. I used 1 gram of white, so about 12 yards total, and I used 10 yards of the main color, 1 gram of the accent color. Super quick, super small, perfect for kids who just want to get something, or even I get a lot of adults getting the smaller items because it's always something cute to have, a little emotional support crochet item, a little emotional support animal. So I highly recommend this pattern as well. And if you guys like the body style of the frog, there is also a bunny and a cat pattern. I'll insert the pictures here because as of right now, I don't have any of those. All the cats sold at my market and the bunny was gifted to my mom. But again, similar body style, super quick to make. The cat and frog are no-sew, and with the bunny, you're just sewing on a pair of ears. So again, super quick to make, about 20 minutes to make them, and it doesn't take a lot of yarn at all. I'm going to give myself a quick shout out here with this next pattern, and it's actually my little squid pattern. This is a mini no-sew squid. This is one of my favorite patterns ever. I I was so proud of myself when I made this pattern, but it's super quick to make. You don't need a lot of yarn for it. It took me under 17 minutes to make this. Obviously it's missing eyes, but I wanted to tell you guys, you don't necessarily need to put eyes on the squid. I never put eyes on my Tiny the turtles because I feel like they don't need them. And whenever younger kids come up to me at my market, I always tell the parents those are safer because they don't have safety eyes, no plastic. So those are always a hit. You could do the same thing with these squids. I love the little curly tentacles. Absolutely adorable. And this is how much yarn I used. I only used 14 grams or 18 yards of Parfait Chunky for this. It's a really quick project. It's a really cute project and they sell very well. Another market worthy project that I would love to mention is actually a free pattern by Amiguru Morgan. It is a little chameleon pattern and it is so adorable. I'm going to insert a picture of ones that I made previously because apparently the one I made for this video has vanished into thin air, but it is such an adorable little pattern. I always get so many comments about the chameleons at my markets, and they do really well, especially in variegated yarn. I haven't done solid colors for these as of yet, but the variegated ones do really well. And for these projects, I use Hobby Lobby's Baby Bee yarn, or you can use Skinny Chenille from Michaels. And it takes about 11 grams to finish up the project, and it takes me about 30 minutes to make. It varies. Sometimes it takes me 25 minutes, sometimes 30. It just depends on the mood I'm in, but it's about a 30-minute project, and honestly, they are so adorable and so worth it. Plus, it's a free pattern. The next project should come as no surprise to anyone that watches my channel frequently. I make these for my markets quite a bit, and this pattern is the shrimp pattern from Gee Beans Crafty, and I absolutely love this shrimp. I do make it no-sew. I surface crochet on the antennas, and I end off the tail actually as I'm ending off the body to avoid sewing. And it is such a cute little pattern. I like to embroider the eyes. I think they look adorable. You can make these in different sizes. This specifically is Big Twist Baby Bear, but I have made jumbo ones using Sweet Snuggles Light. I've made medium ones using this sort of way, so like Parfait Chunky, Big Twist Baby Bear. And I also love making mini ones in Skinny Chenille, and I had them in a little basket, stacks around from smallest to largest, and I called it my shrimp cocktail. People loved it. I put like a little menu showing the prices, and they always sold. So this is a great project, and it uses 24 yards or about 20 grams of yarn, and it took me 22 minutes, under 22 minutes to make this, and it's so cute. People love shrimps. I'm not sure why, because I love them too. I don't know what it is. They're so cute and so different. Shrimps for the win. This pattern is actually a free pattern on Instagram from Fammy Crochets, and again, this is one of my go-to patterns. They are these little chunky bees, and they are so adorable. I love these so much, and I love making them not in a bright yellow and black. I love making them in mustard and chocolate. I think they look so adorable. These always do really well at my markets, especially if you use Sweet Snuggles Light. Last year I did them at my market and they all sold, and I so regretted not making more. I made mini ones this year using Parfait Chunky, and I love them so much. I mean, they're just so cute, and they're a little different from the traditional little bees that you see all over Instagram. So highly recommend this pattern. I love this one so much. It's perfect for spring. If you have a spring market coming up, take notes. This is perfect. So for this pattern, you do have to sew on the wings. It's okay, not a big deal. They don't take long. They took me 2 minutes and 36 seconds to make. The body took me 16 minutes and the sewing took me 4 minutes. So what is that? It's about 22 minutes a plushie. Not bad, especially if you make it in a thicker yarn. They'll come out bigger. It'll be more bang for your buck. For the yellow, I only needed about 6 grams of yarn to make it. The brown, I needed 4 grams, and the white, I only needed 2 grams. So again, really not a lot of yarn if you want to make these, if you have scrap yarn laying around, if you want to use up a skein of yarn or a color that you don't really use. This is a perfect project. You could of course make them different colors. This is my favorite variation, but you can definitely make them red and pink for Valentine's Day, red and white for Christmas. Whatever the occasion is, of course, you can change up the colors and they will be equally as cute. The last pattern that I timed myself on is actually my own pattern. It's Bubbles the Betta Fish. Obviously, I was obsessed with this pattern. I still really love this pattern. And this is the purple beta that I made specifically when I was timing myself. It is in Parfait Chunky. I really like the look of these fish in skinny chenille or a weight 4 yarn. They come out a lot smaller and they're so cute, but I did want to show you guys in Parfait Chunky because I know a lot of you guys use this specific yarn or something in a similar weight, so I wanted to show you guys the size difference. I also have made one in velvet and they are about the same size as the Parfait Chunky, but just to give you guys a comparison, I have so many little bubbles beta. I'm obsessed. They really do not take long at all. They take me a little bit over 22 minutes to make and they take 15 grams of yarn, so about 20 yards. They really don't take much at all and they are so adorable. I always get so many comments on these. If you do them in variegated colors, they turn out absolutely stunning. Here's a rainbow one, and I do also have a purple variegated one as well as a dark rainbow variegated one, and these are just so adorable. I also have 3 mods in the pattern, so you can add some spots to your fish. You can make a 2-tone tail. You can just make them plain one color. You can make the fish with different colored scales and a single colored tail. Whatever it is, it's up to you guys. I have 3 variations in there and it's a really quick pattern. So yeah, I love them. I think I have about 20 that I'm taking with me to my market and I love them so much. They are also no-sew because you know how I feel about sewing patterns for markets. Not my favorite. I also made this little lobster. These little lobsters are one of my favorite things to make. I had an obsession making them. These are ones that I have made in the past, and this is one I made specifically for this video. This pattern takes about 21 minutes to make, pretty quick, 21 yards, 16 grams in Parfait Chunky. I absolutely love this pattern. It's no-sew. It's from the Fox Den Mom Life. He is called Butters Jr. the Lobster, and he's adorable. You can make red lobsters, you can make blue lobsters, you can make 2-toned lobsters. It's really up to you, but these are so cute. I had so many comments about them at my last market. They didn't do as great as I thought they would, but everyone was picking them up, and I think it had a little bit of something to do with how I marketed them. They were a set for Valentine's Day, but I think on their own they would do so great, and I love them and they're so cute. And yeah, one of my favorite patterns. I loved batch making these, and I'm not someone who batch makes anything, so that just goes to show you it's a great pattern. Now for the patterns that I didn't time myself on, but I actually really love and I think they would do great at markets. They are all smaller items, and let's start off with Alfred the Ant. So this pattern is actually coming out very soon from my friend Addison, Murphy Crochets. It's such a cute, quick pattern, and I love them. When do you see crochet ants being made? Literally never. This is such a unique item that you can have at your market. I want to say they take me about 20 minutes to make as well. And yeah, they're so cute. They're no-sew, perfect little item to have at your market. And these ants go perfectly with all the buglings from Dee Dee's plushies. I'm going to tell you guys which ones are my favorites, which I think are also easiest to make. The easiest and I think cutest patterns of them all from this collection are the roach and the little caterpillar. The caterpillar is no-sew. You need 2 colors and then you can embroider on the spots, but you don't have to. You can leave it plain 2 tones. And then also the roach. The roach you're sewing on the head. Super cute patterns, under 20 minutes as well. I love them. You don't need a lot of yarn for these at all. Like I said, about 20 minutes, super cute, super quick. And these roaches are just so cute. Even if someone wants to get a gag gift, perfect. So yeah, these little buglings are my 2 favorites, but she also has a rhino beetle, a ladybug, a scorpion. This one is, I have to say, my top one from her plushie collection, but this one isn't as quick to make. However, it is so cute. It's still quick to make, but it does take longer than the roach and the caterpillar, and he is so cute. I love the scorpion so much. She also has a little snail. This one does involve some more sewing, but it is super cute. The pattern pack also includes a bunch of butterflies and moths. Again, you guys can get all of these patterns separately or as a bundle. I decided to get the bundle because I really wanted to try them all out. Again, these are perfect for spring. I have never seen butterflies this cute, so I really love the pattern from Dee Dee. They are absolutely adorable. They don't take that long to make, but I would say they take about 40 minutes to make for the butterflies and moths because you have a few more parts that you have to do and some sewing. I'm going to say 40 as a conservative number because again, I did not time myself when I was making these. I just remember they took longer than the other patterns in the set. There is also a little dragonfly that is included in the pattern pack. Super cute. Again, a little bit more time consuming than let's say the roach or the caterpillar. And last but not least, there is a little grasshopper that comes in this pattern pack as well. So if you guys get that pattern pack, I mean, you're getting so many patterns. I believe there's 13 patterns, including all the different variations. So you can really just get that pattern pack, market prep those, and you're set with your small items. I think they're great. I think they're unique. I think that they will be a hit at your market because you don't see these things a lot. Continuing with the spring themed items, I'm also going to shout myself out here and include my baby bloom collection. Baby blooms are all little tiny flowers with their little stem bodies and leaf arms. These take about 30 to 35 minutes to make depending on which flower head you are making. I have tulips in there. I have sunflowers, daisies, and just like a basic flower. And also a poppy. I always forget about the poppy. There's also a poppy in there. I'm actually in the process of market prepping these, but I do have a couple to show you guys. I'll pop in a picture right here of all the flowers that are in the pattern pack, and you can embroider the eyes, you can stick safety eyes in. It really depends on whatever you feel like doing. But again, these are a quick pattern. They do not take a lot of yarn, not a lot of time, not a lot of supplies, not a lot of stuffing. So these are perfect. The only sewing that is required on these is sewing the flower head onto the flower body, and that is all. So again, perfect for spring. I love making these. They're very quick to make, very mindless, and I love them so much. This pattern, I batch made so much of them last year, and I still love this pattern. I actually do want to make more of these, and it's Bebe the butterfly fish from Stitch Sister Co. I love these fish so much. They take me about 20 minutes to make, which they're a pretty decent sized plushie. I have made these in Sweet Snuggles Light, which these are. I have made them in Parfait Chunky. I have made them in Skinny Chenille for keychains, and they are just a great all-around project. I had the pattern memorized at one point because of how much I made these. I believe I had like 15 of them, and I'm only left with these two. So overall, it's a very quick pattern. It's a very cute pattern. Kids love these. I like to embroider the eyes on these so the younger kids can have them, and they're always a hit at my market. They're also, I don't know, so squishy. I really love them. So if you're a fish lover, if you love the ocean, these are definitely something that you guys should try out. And last but not least, this is a bigger plushie. It's my own pattern. It's the Patchling Bear. And this is a bigger plushie. However, the point of this is that you can make it scrappy. You can use all your scrap yarns to make a bear. In the pattern, I do have that the ears and the limbs should be different colors. So here is another example of that. I also have some patches in there, a heart one, a square one. I also have these little bows in the pattern. But the point of me mentioning this pattern is, one, it doesn't take a long time. It takes maybe an hour, hour and a half to make a bear. If you make them in Sweet Snuggles Light or in Sweet Snuggles, they will turn out much bigger than my Parfait Chunky ones. But for the body, you know what you can do? You can string all your scraps together and make a super colorful bear. I have a pattern called a Scrappy Doll in both a small size and a bigger size, and one of my testers literally just took all her scrap yarn, strung them together, and made the doll. You can do the same thing with these bears. They will turn out absolutely adorable. They will be so unique, and I guarantee you they will find a loving home right away. So those are all the patterns that I wanted to tell you guys about. Those are patterns I really lean to when I am market prepping, or when I just want to get out of crochet funk, or I want to use up all my scrap yarn. These are such good projects, and they do not take that long, so it's perfect for markets, for scrap yarn, for gifts, really anything that you want to use them for. I absolutely love them. I have one of the lobsters in my card dash. I think they're so cute. And if you guys want some more pattern ideas specifically for scrap yarn projects that don't require as much yarn and don't take as long to make, I will link it down below. I have made one of these videos in the past, and those are also items that I love making for my markets. These though are like staples. The other ones are just a bunch of ideas. Some of them are patterns I tried for the first time. So if you guys are interested in that, it will be linked down below. The patterns that I have discussed here will also be linked down below, and I hope you guys got some inspiration, if you are looking for something to make for your markets, if you're looking for something to make for goodie bags. I hope this video was of help to you, and I will see you guys next week. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your bell notifications if you'd like to be notified anytime I post, and I will see you then. Ciao for now.